Hello everyone and welcome to The Circuit, your source for tech and gaming news from around the net. I'm your host, Justin Pack. And hi, hello, it's been like 4 months because semester breaks and stuff. Well, let's get right back into it with what else but Nintendo news. The Big N has reported its profits for the quarter, and the Kyoto-based company has turned in a profit of 64.7 billion yen. I wonder what that exchanges to in Mario coins. This is double what it did earlier in the year in 2016, but this figure was probably helped out quite a bit by a weak overall yen. It's also worth noting that the company is down 21% year over year to 174 billion, probably because no one is buying the Wii U, especially now with the Switch right on the horizon. The increase into the quarter may have mostly been due to holiday sales, specifically Pokemon, and probably Super Mario Run, that iPhone app that you can buy for like $10 after you play 2 levels for free. Yeah. The app has been downloaded over 87 million times, but only about 5% of those people have actually paid the $10 to fully unlock it. 5% sounds pretty bad, but apparently according to one mobile games analyst, for a game that charges this much performance, it's pretty amazing. So yeah, I mean, it's made them like $53 million apparently, so I'd say that's a pretty good return on investment. Yeah. There's some changes coming to the application as well soon, like they're installing an easy mode, because I guess some people are stressed out by making Mario Run and they just need it easier. And they're also going to release it on Android devices coming soon. So if you've been itching and you don't have an iPhone, you can tap Mario's before you know it. Well, regardless of mobile applications, I'm sure Nintendo's financials are going to be pretty interesting after the new console. The Switch comes out next month. Related to that, there have been some news about the new console handheld hybrid, specifically that pre-orders have been doing pretty well, and Nintendo has had to up its production to make sure those pre-orders get fulfilled. It's also been announced that there will be no pack-in games for the Switch, like there was with the Wii and the Wii U. Like, you know, Wii Sports came with the Wii, and Nintendo Land came with the Wii U. Like, you just bought it and it was installed, or you had the disc. So if you buy a Switch and you want to play a game, you're actually going to have to like buy a game for the Switch. Oh boy. Well, the Switch comes out March 3rd for $299.99. Well, $299.99 as of now, as the price for consumers may go up due to some rumors of changes in tariffs from the Trump administration. Yes, I'm sorry, politics are leaking into the video games as well. This particular tariff change would probably be like a 5 or 10% change on goods that would affect the price of goods manufactured not in the US. That would include game consoles, which are almost exclusively manufactured in China. There are no way manufacturers are going to eat that cost. Like, profit margins on consoles are already low enough as it is, so consumers are probably gonna see those price tags go up if this tariff gets passed. But if you think about it, like the original Atari sold for $200 back in 1970, which is like $1,000 in 2017 dollars, so you kids get off my lawn, or video games in my day had to take out a loan. Well, that's not the only effect the Trump administration is having on the gaming and tech industry. The recent executive order making changes to immigration policy is making waves all over the place. Some game developers have even come out publicly in opposition of the change, like Insomniac Games, the developer and the Ratchet & Clank series. In a video they posted to their YouTube channel, CEO Ted Price, in front of the collected staff of the California office, said, "At Insomniac, we employ people of all nations, origins, and religious faiths, and we at Insomniac Games stand united in strongly opposing President Trump's immigration ban." He continued, "There is no question that these orders will harm us as a company and many of our team members." This joins comments from others in the gaming and tech industry, like the ESA, the Electronic Software Association, who urges the White House to exercise caution with regard to vital immigration and foreign worker programs. Also, the CEO of Microsoft, Satya Nadella, said, "There is no place for bias or bigotry in any society and any context. We will always stand as a company for that diversity and inclusion." Also, like 2,000 Google employees staged a mass walkout in multiple offices across the world in protest to regards to this issue. Some other companies and developers have also had to change their plans and meetings because of the changes in immigration policy, like the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco, who's now offering refunds to individuals overseas who are affected by changes to travel restrictions related to the Immigration Executive Order, and the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, ICANN, which manages DNS, which is one of the key systems the Internet it uses to run. Some of its board members have not or will not be able to attend meetings due to restrictions on flying to the US or fears that if they leave the US, they will not be able to return. One of the affected members, Kavev Ranjabar, stated that because of the changes, I cannot do part of my job. So yeah, politics is affecting everything, but if you've been consuming any media recently, you're probably really tired of hearing about it. So let's move on. Well, it seems that Oculus VR, a division of Facebook, is getting a new president. Again. It's been a wild, strange trip for that group. After its first president, Palmer Luckey, left the position after some bad PR around his support of a guerrilla political marketing group and the fact that Bethesda Studios is suing Oculus over alleged technology theft. After Luckey's departure, Oculus co-founder Brandon Irby took the role but has shifted to be the lead PC VR developer for Oculus. So yeah, that was like last month, but now they've announced a new one. His CEO's name is Hugo Barra. He, previous to this, was working at a Chinese VR headset manufacturer, Xiaomi, and before that, he worked at Google on the development of the Android operating system. So he's got some tech background. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg said about Barra, Hugo shares my belief that virtual reality and augmented reality will be the next major computing platform. They'll enable us to experience completely new things and be more creative than ever. Hugo is going to help build that future, and I'm looking forward to having him on our team. Seems like there's a lot of turmoil going on with Oculus and Facebook, but like, I wonder if they're really in trouble or if this is just like the start of a new chapter. Who knows? Zuckerberg says, though, that like they're going to throw $3 billion at VR in the next decade, so they seem pretty invested. Now, to round out this week's episode on somewhat of a brighter note, it would seem that scientists may have accidentally found a new way to mass produce a super material called graphene. Graphene is a substance made from carbon that is 1 atom thick and has some crazy properties to it. It conducts electricity better than precious metals. It conducts heat better than diamond and has a tensile strength 100 times better than steel. So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Scientists at Kansas State University found that they were accidentally making graphene while doing experiments involving carbon soot aerosols, whatever those are. When they put oxygen, ethylene, or acetylene into a chamber and set off an explosion, surprise, graphene. This apparently is way faster and cheaper and cleaner than other methods that have been developed up to this point. So yeah, if it's possible to scale this up to like a mass production scale, we might see it out in the world before you know it. And what this means though for you and me, if graphene can be cheaply massively produced, we could get batteries that charge in seconds, water filters that could easily turn salt water into fresh water, bendable wearable screens, materials that can be used to clean up radiation leaks like super quickly and cleanly, and so on and so on and so on. Like, it's crazy. So fingers crossed this turns out to be a major breakthrough and not just like another scientific article. And you know, yeah, we could get some awesome stuff here in the next couple of years. That's exciting. Maybe even orbital elevators. I have a thing for orbital elevators. Yeah. Well, that does it for this week's show. And if you're watching on YouTube, please let us know what you think about this week's stories in the comments down below. And regardless on what platform you're on, thank you for watching. Left the position after some bad PR around his support of a gorilla. He supported Harambe, and that's not good. You can't even put that in the thing because you swore. You said a swear word, and so you can't put that in the bloopers. I'm not knocking the rust off. I'm still rusty. I'm just covered in rust. Don't touch me, you'll get tetanus. We at Insomniac Games stand united in... Nah. We at Insomniac Games stand... my throat hurts. Drink. I'm a professional. Don't try this at home.